Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a YouTube made me buy it video and I'm also going to say if they are worth the hype or not. So I've put them in like categories like primer, powder, bronzer, lipsticks, etc. If you enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up so I know you enjoy it, and also subscribe to my channel. Keep on watching if you want to see what YouTube made me buy. Okay, so first I'll start with primer. This is the Professional by Benefit. If you don't know what this is, you haven't been on YouTube for very long. I'll list the price on the screen somewhere of like everything, and I'll also have everything linked down below, so open the description box for more. So this primer is a pore minimizing primer. It minimizes the appearance of pores and it also smooths, and it's lightweight, it's translucent, silky and oil free. So I love this primer because I have oily skin. I like to use it on my T-zone. It helps with oils throughout the day and also pores. So this is definitely worth the hype. I have the L'Oreal True Match foundation. This is great for if you want a semi-matte finish. This is actually my tan shade at the moment. It has got a little bit of like, not glitter, but it's got a little bit of like gold reflex in it, which I don't necessarily, you know, care about, but I do like the foundation. It's a great coverage and it lasts all day. For a drugstore foundation, I do love it. The only thing is just the gold glitter in there that I don't really like because I have oily skin, but it does last all day, especially if I powder it. So I would definitely say this is worth the hype. I do have other drugstore foundations that I love a little bit more than this one, but I do see this a lot on YouTube. I'm in the shade Golden Beige. That's my tan shade. I do need to get a shade which matches my skin tone now. Next is concealer. It will not be a surprise at all. It's the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade Fair. This is my favourite shade because it's really nice and bright, and it's the lightest shade in the range, so that says something. It's got a pink undertone to it, which I love under my eyes because it gives a really nice brightness under there. Such good pigment, very high coverage, and it's great for highlighting under the eyes and around the face. So there's not much to say about this concealer, as everyone and their mother have raved about it on YouTube and Instagram and social media. So definitely would say this is worth the hype. It's just really hard to get in the UK anyway, so if you can get your hands on this, definitely pick it up. I'm probably going to say that everything's worth the hype in this video because literally I don't buy makeup products if they don't have a good review. So yeah, make sure you do that before you buy any makeup products. Look it up on YouTube or online and look at the reviews, even on their website. Look at the people who have bought the product already and already given a review. Make sure you look at that because it really does help. Obviously all these opinions are like my own. Like if you don't like any of these products, then that's your opinion. We all have different faces and skin. So moving on, this is the Rimmel Stay Matte. As you can see, I love this. I have hit pan majorly. I have the 01 transparent. I need to get a new one. This is amazing for oily skin. As you can see now, I'm getting a little bit oily. I'm going to powder a little bit. So I'm just going to pat this on. I do have a little bit of highlight on my forehead, but by here I have highlight. So I hope you see it did get rid of some of the shine around my T-zone. If you have oily skin or even dry skin, people love this, I've seen, and it's definitely worth the hype. I tell you now, it's only like £6 from the drugstore. Amazing, you can get anywhere, and it's normally on like a 3 for 2 in Superdrug or Boots. So get your hands on it because it is worth the hype. Okay, so now I have bronzers. It's the Hoola by Benefit. I believe they've now come out with a lighter shade, which I am dying to try for when I have no fake tan on. But this one is still really nice for different skin tones, even if you are fair. But I just love it to contour. I know it's a bronzer, but it's such a nice contour shade. But yeah, this is definitely worth the hype for me. Not much to say, just a great bronzer, contour, whichever. Okay, so next for blush, I literally only have about 4 different brand like blushes, and I'm not a major blush girl, so I don't tend to spend my money on blushes, but I do have one in particular blush that's not drugstore and it's not high end. Like, you can't get in the drugstore and it's not high end price, it's like drugstore price but you can only buy it online. Anyway, this is the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek like blush. This is in Never Been Kissed, and these are a love or hate relationship. I don't know what I feel. This actually matches my eye look and my lips. Anyway, I don't know how I feel about these yet because I haven't found the right brush to apply them, because I did a first impressions on this a few videos ago, like quite a while ago, and I applied it with my fingers and I didn't like it then while applying my fingers, because I actually don't like applying makeup with my fingers anyway. So I haven't had the best opportunity to actually try it out. So this is a maybe on the is it worth the hype situation, because I don't know. It's a nice formula and everything, but it's like a powder cream, so you need to get the right brush to apply it. Let me know down below if you love this blush or you have this blush, not this particular colour, but the blush from Colourpop, and you found a really nice way to apply it, because I would love to know. Okay, so next is highlight. I have is the Becca Champagne Pop. This is stunning. I have to admit I haven't used it a hell of a lot because I'm scared that I'm gonna like break it or going to run out of it. I've probably only used it about 3 or 4 times, and in them 3 or 4 times I love it. It's more for like medium to tan to like deeper skin tones, I would say, because it's got quite a gold shade. Like here it looks darker than my skin tone, so I couldn't wear that now, but I do love the formula and I want to get like a lighter shade, either like Moonstone or Opal. They seem really nice, but they are so expensive. Literally only bought this because it was hyped up on YouTube, and it's obviously Jaclyn Hill, who's a massive YouTuber. She's stunning. Yeah, that's why I bought this. But I do really love it and I think it is worth the hype, definitely. Okay, so I have 2 like setting sprays. The first one is Urban Decay All Nighter. This is empty, so I need to get a new one. I know they've changed the packaging, but this is amazing. I'm gonna get the big one this time because it helps the makeup stay on all day, all night, until you take your makeup off yourself. It's amazing, I love it. If you are thinking of buying this, definitely go ahead and get it. It will change how your makeup stays on your face, definitely. First when I bought it I was like, setting sprays, what's it going to do? It's not going to do anything, blah blah blah. It really does. It helps it, trust. So yeah, this is definitely worth the hype. So the next one is not necessarily a setting spray, it's more of like a primer spray. It's the MAC Fix Plus Mist. This is really good. I have used quite a lot now, which is, for me, that's quite a lot. But yeah, this is great for when you've done, before your makeup, obviously, because it's like a priming spray, kind of, because it's called Prep and Prime Fix Plus. So this is great for under your makeup, and it's also great for when you've done your base makeup, like your foundation, bronzer, concealer, highlight, and all that. It looks great when you've finished that, and it just blends everything together and it looks flawless. So I recommend it for that, and it's definitely worth the hype. Some people have said that it's just water in a bottle, but it's really not. It really works, trust me. Okay, so let's go on to eyes. Okay, so next I have eyeshadow bases / primers. This is the MAC Pink Pot in Soft Ochre. This is totally raved about on YouTube. It is good, it's just, it's quite dry on the eyelids. So when I use it, I make sure I use an eye cream or put moisturiser on my eyes before I use it. But yeah, it is really good for pigmentation, hiding redness, hiding veins and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend it if you're thinking about it. But there is a dupe in the drugstore from Maybelline. One of their 24-hour colour tattoos in Creme de Nude. I finally got my hands on it. If you want to spend the money and you don't want to have the drugstore one because you don't like it, or you just want this one, the one that's raved about, then I do recommend it. It is worth the hype, but you just gotta remember that it is a little bit dry on the eyes. But if you've got oily eyelids, then that's fine. Just set it with powder. Okay, so next I have eyeshadow palettes. I was going to do single eyeshadows, but I don't tend to buy single eyeshadows. The only ones I have is Colourpop and Makeup Geek, and I love both of them. They're both amazing, and they're both drugstore price. Again, you can't get either of them in drugstore, but I would recommend them two brands for pressed eyeshadows. Single eyeshadows. First palette is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. This is very, very hyped on YouTube. I've used this in a few makeup videos now on my channel. This is just an amazing palette. If you like warm tones, pinky tones, this would be a great palette for you. It's so pigmented and really easy to blend, and I would definitely recommend this if you are thinking of getting it. I believe it's like £40. I know it's no more than £45, which is great for a high-end palette, which is so good. Definitely worth the hype. Okay, so the drugstore one is the Morphe palettes. This is particularly the 35O palette. This is completely raved about on YouTube. I got this earlier on in this year because I could not get my hands on it because they were sold out everywhere. They always sold out on Cult Beauty, and that's like the only place you can get it in the UK without getting custom charges from the Morphe website, which is a pain in the butt. But look at it, it's so good. And I've used it a few times, and the pigmentation of the shadows, even though they're only like £24, they're amazing. They're just, for 35 shadows for 20 odd pounds is amazing. So for the pigmentation as well, I would recommend. Okay, so I have a new one of this. It's the Maybelline the Maybelline Lash Sensational. Again, this is just really good for a drugstore product. It's great for thickness and lengthening, and your eyes basically look like you're wearing falsies. For every day, it's really nice to have like nothing on your eyes and then just wham, put loads of this on and you're good to go. So yeah, definitely worth the hype. I've heard they have a waterproof one and like one that's all black. I don't know if that's like a darker black than this, but I haven't tried it, so I don't know. Okay, so lips. So the lip liner is the MAC lip liner in Strip Down. It's just a really nice brown nude to line your lips with, and it's great and so creamy and nice to apply on your lips and actually stays. So for lipstick, I have the really famous MAC lipstick in Velvet Teddy, which is a matte shade. Looks like this. I wear this quite a lot for every day or even for special occasions. I wear it. I love the smell of MAC lipsticks. That's it there. It's like a brownie nude. Apparently it looks different on everyone, so if you are wanting to buy Velvet Teddy from MAC, I definitely would say it's worth the hype. Okay, so I have the last two items, I believe. Yes, I do. These are two liquid lipsticks that I believe are raved about. Okay, so this is the high-end version. This is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Lolita. I have the shade Lolita and Bone and Arrow, but Lolita is so raved about. It's by here. So that's Velvet Teddy and that's Lolita. It's much more of a pink shade. But these are so pigmented and they last a long time. They last when you're eating, drinking, whatever, every day. They last through anything. I love them. These are probably one of my favourite liquid lipsticks, matte liquid lipsticks. Okay, so the last thing I have is the Colourpop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Beeper. Okay, so it looks like this. I chose Beeper because it is quite raved about on YouTube. And YouTube made me buy it, obviously. Looks like that. It's more of a brown than Lolita. I do say that I recommend the satin lips more than the matte lips because these are quite drying on the lips. I have one on now. I have Donut on now, which is a nice like coral shade. But I do prefer the satin lips, so bear that in mind if you have dry lips like me. These do dry a little bit more than the satin lips are really comfortable on the lips. But I see these raved about a lot on YouTube. And YouTube made me buy it. I would say they're worth the hype, just you would need to moisturise your lips before applying them. That is everything in this YouTube made me buy it. Was it worth the hype? Most of the things were, pretty much everything was. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more. Make sure to leave me a comment or like this video to make me know that you like this type of video, and I have many more items that YouTube made me buy, so maybe I could do another, like a part 2 of this video. That's if you guys would want that. And yeah, I hope you have a great day, evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys. I love you to the moon back.